So welcome back to Third Rate Content for our seasonal Yule, Saturnalia, Christmas Third Rate Content. And today we're going to be doing one of the three missing scenes from our Christmas Carol filming locations, which was filmed, the original one, over 3 years ago now, and its follow-up was the year later. I know where, well, out of the three missing scenes, we've got one today. I know where the other one is, thanks to another third-rate content viewer for telling us about that, but we haven't got access to that currently. So let us take you for that journey round part of Shrewsbury, visiting that, and we'll also have a bit of a Christmas Yule Saturnalia talk about some of the very ancient origins of some of the traditions of Christmas. I'm also going to have a little look down at the Riverside shopping mall once again, because it might well be, I'm quite obsessed with that place, but it could well be one of the last times we get to visit it. So buckle up and I'll see you out here. So here on St. Michael Street was one of the missing scenes from our video. Yeah, so Scrooge made his way up here, walking towards us from this shop basically. But this archway was filled up, as you can see the remnants of it here, for the last 2 years, with basically foam to stop the building crumbling and falling, because it was condemned 2 or 3 years ago. But now it's all fixed. Building's for sale, as you can see. It's not for sale, it's sold, as you can see by the sign, and excuse my ear. And that is the way the road was closed, St. Michael Street, temporarily, for the filming in 1984. And the hearse, horse-drawn hearse, would have been making its way through this arch with George C. Scott walking in front of it. But there was some Hollywood trickery involved, which threw me when I was planning the video all those 3 years ago, because there's just something a little bit strange about it if you're a local to Shrewsbury and you know the area. Yeah, you can see that there's been a bit of change over the years. That wall on the left has been completely patched up, and the wall on the right has undergone some changes with a 1990s building erected in the time since filming. When the hearse passes George C. Scott, he kind of remarks about it, and then you see it disappearing into the background, and that actual scene was 2 locations using Hollywood trickery spliced into one, and that's what threw me and threw a third-rate content viewer who did the actual groundwork for finding out about this missing scene from our video. And the blue brick building to the right of this shot was built in the 1990s and would not have been here, wait for it, 38, nearly 39 years ago. Feel free to have a shot. Yeah, the hearse just vanishes in front of Scrooge's eyes. And we are here on Princess Street, just next to Old St. Chad's, which I see the scaffolding and Harris fencing's grown quite a bit. And as you can see, this water conduit head was here. Visible just close to the corner, but this side of the wall here was in shot, but this side of the street was not. It actually looked narrower after the splicing, the Hollywood trickery. And that was one of the missing scenes from our video from 3 years ago and 2 years ago. Yeah, and it had all the fake snow on the wall top here and on the street, but it was fake. There was no real snow. Although the interesting thing was, just as they finished filming, it started to snow for real. Isn't that just so typical? Yeah, the water conduit was visible and the ornate Victorian lamppost. Yeah, so this very busy approach into Shrewsbury from the north would have been closed and traffic wouldn't have been flowing down it. Yeah, the third-rate content viewer who did the groundwork was David Price. Big thank you, David. And David did stop me in town about 12 months ago to tell me all about it. It was a bit late to do the Christmas Carol video at that time. And all I can say is thank you, David, because David contacted Martin Wood himself, Shrewsbury's town crier, and who also was a double to the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Be, as well as being the double for the great Ewa Woo-wah Edward Woodward, R.I.P. in that movie. And Martin told David how it had been done, and like I say, David passed the information on to me, and here we are doing this year's video. It's going to be a shortish one, but we'll be having a bit of a walk around Shrewsbury as well, so don't worry. Or should that be a Bimble around Shrewsbury? Everybody seems to be saying that at the moment, but I'm actually not going to. That's the only time I'm going to say it. In Celtic times, thousands of years ago, in the Bronze Age, summer was ruled over by the Oak King, or also known as the Green Man. In medieval times, the Oak King was represented by a young boy who was accompanied by his companion, a girl known as the Ivy Girl. They would walk around the town, taunting each other in a kind of ritualized courtship. Just to clarify, this was a Christmas tradition. These are the last remaining strands of a tradition that goes back, as we said, millennia, to where these characters represented a god and a goddess. And this is also where the song, the Christmas carol, the holly and the ivy comes from. The holly wears the crown. The oak and the holly are two aspects of the sun, the ancient god of the Celts and of this land. Rising and falling, he is forever reborn at the winter solstice. It is an ancient motif which is repeated across the world. Mithras, a god worshipped in the Near East and the Roman Empire, was also a sun god. In Britain, the sun god was known by many names and was also remembered in Celtic myths as the Mabon, or the sun, S-O-N, also linked with the sun, S-U-N. He was honoured at the winter solstice by the Druids, who used a scythe to cut the mistletoe on the winter solstice. A tradition that we still follow in our supposedly Christian world, with mistletoe, kissing under the mistletoe. I mean, a lot of these traditions we just take at face value and follow, you know, kissing under the mistletoe. It's easy, I mean, I've done it, not to really ask where these traditions arose from. But the sun brings back life from the darkest time of the year. Yeah, we're at Scrooge's grave here, but I have just noticed this, which I didn't notice previously. There is actually some lettering on here of the faded, blanked off grave marker, but I don't think it's enough to actually know who this memorialised. But this stone was destined to become a movie star. Here at St. Chad's town walls, beautiful classical frontage. Once again, the sun. I think there's a little bit more going on this stained glass than the face value aspect. What with the Son of God and the pyramid and the halo. Sun symbolism abounds. So we're back in the Riverside Mall for what I'm sure will be the last time, or certainly last time in 2023. But it's just strange to think 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago even, there would have been a Christmas tree in here, Christmas shoppers bustling about, and just the feeling of good cheer. But now it's all basically over. People getting their last minute frozen items from Call Trader. But these are the only two stores left in the Riverside shopping mall. How long they will be here is unknown. There was a bar up here called Cheers, which I do have vague memories of being a child, but it's not been here for a long time, and it's not coming back. But if anyone's got any memories of it, feel free to comment. I think the stairs for it were round about here. But Christmas, I imagine if quite a few Merry Christmases were had in there. And no more. Yeah, who says ghosts are always white and full of ectoplasm? To me, ghosts are memories or signifiers of something that happened previously. They don't have to be haunted and spooky. You don't have to get possessed by them. You just have to know that people were here doing things in the past and they're gone. Their memories remain. Yeah, so that's going to be it for third-rate content for 2023. It's been a brilliant year. I've had an absolute great time running this channel. I want to say thank you to everybody who's viewed. Special big thanks to all subscribers. Thank you. And thank you to everybody. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas, Yule, Saturnalia, whatever you want to call it, festive period. It's a bit like a third-rate Thursday, this. But yeah, in 2024 we're just going to carry on. Although I have got a little bit behind. I've got videos for the new year or our video, but I was a bit poorly a couple of weeks ago. It took me about a week to get over it. Excuses. Doesn't everybody get poorly at Christmas? But I'm feeling miles better now, fighting fit. And I just say bring on the new year and bring on loads more content. We've got absolutely loads of videos planned. Got loads more Shropshire videos. I came into a cache of locations that I hadn't heard of before that we're gonna, fingers crossed, hate that, we're gonna be visiting in the new year or when the weather gets a bit better. But another big piece of news, I've got walking boots and outdoor appropriate clothing coming for Christmas. So there's no more going to be struggling in my Air Force One mids through the mud, slipping around in a pair of old tracksuit bottoms, because I've got proper gear. So you can have all the weather they like because we're going to be stomping all over it. So like I said, have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. This video is going to be released. Well, actually, there's no point in me saying it here because what I'll do is I'll comment. I'll put a post up. But anyway, it's been enjoy Christmas. And if I don't see you soon, I'll see you 3 times as soon. Third rate content, signing out. Bye bye.